Do you ever wonder about dreams or deja vu, that feeling on a first date?
Yes. The spark is real.
Maybe about where the aliens are, if they exist.
The universe could be infinite. So where is everybody?
My name is Mike Simpson. My podcast is called I've Got Questions. How do some animals change color? What's the best cure for the hiccups? Do you wash your denim?
I usually wait 4 to 6 months.
Kind of feels like a long time. Search for I've Got Questions on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts. New episodes on Thursdays. Do you ever wonder about dreams or deja vu, that feeling on a first date?
Yes. The spark is real.
Maybe about where the aliens are, if they exist.
The universe could be infinite. So where is everybody?
My name is Mike Simpson. My podcast is called I've Got Questions. How do some animals change color? What's the best cure for the hiccups? Do you wash your denim?
I usually wait 4 to 6 months.
Kind of feels like a long time. Search for I've Got Questions on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts. New episodes on Thursdays.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your wages are being garnished. We can stop that now. It's hard enough to pay your bills when things are good, let alone when a big chunk of your take-home pay is gone before you even get your check. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne, and I can stop the garnishment and get the creditors off your back immediately, often the same day as our consultation. Both Chapter 7 and 13 provide bankruptcy relief, but choosing the right chapter is crucial. In a free consultation, we can create a plan to get your finances back under your control. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. Pain in the Grass is back.
We missed it. We missed all the rockaholics. We missed making noise at the White River Amphitheater.
We miss it so much that we're going to do 3 big days to make sure we don't miss you at all.
That's right.
You might get sick of us at this point and go, yeah, can you guys go back into quarantine? We're done with you. 3 big days. Labor Day weekend is when it's happening at the White River Amphitheater as Pain in the Grass celebrating our 51 years of music with so many different eras being covered by all these bands. Oh, so good, man.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Incubus on Friday night, which is going to be great. Then you talk about Alice in Chains, just one of the gold standards out of the Pacific Northwest. That's going to be Saturday. And they're playing with Bush, a bunch of other great bands as well. And then on Sunday, you got Sammy Hagar, Queensryche.
Yeah.
George Thorogood, the Glorious Sons. It's going to be a party.
It really is. And if you want tickets, you know where to go, Ticketmaster. We still have $9.99 lawn tickets available for Friday and Sunday show. So if you're a Rockaholic Club member, you can take advantage of that price. And being a member is free, so why wouldn't you take advantage of that? Also, the BJ and Migs party, yes, it's happening. Limited number of tickets for that available. If you want more info about all this, all you got to do is go to KISW.com.
Let's play B-Migs. It's time to play the game. Yeah. Scream his name. B-Migs. Don't be a loser. Whoa. B-Migs. You're a loser.
It is time for B-Migs, and it's time to pump it up for Monday. What's that now? Get pumped up. Oh, okay.
Pump.
Yeah, hopefully your weekend was fun and you did something nice on the one day that was very nice. Because the rest of it, I don't know. Well, Sunday sucked. I was in California, so they were all pretty nice. Actually. Ooh, look at you, fancy.
Well, I was in Gig Harbor on Saturday. It was fancy.
Look at you, fancy.
Ooh, met a pig. It was awesome.
Hey, now, did the pig have a name?
Gumdrop.
Oh, okay. This was a real pig. I thought for a minute you were trying to disparage somebody, but this was actually a real pig.
No, legit pig, just eating some grass outside.
Was it a pet, a friend? Like, where
how
did you go and were you meeting pigs? Was it like a petting zoo in
we went to go eat some food, not bacon. Right. Okay. But, and apparently Gumdrop is part of like an eye doctor's store. Eye candy. I don't know. I didn't understand what was going on, but, of course, Tatum went straight to the pig, and the guy who owned the pig then was trying to sell us on some eyeglasses. I was like, it was a very interesting sales tactic. I got to give him credit, because, we're there as long as Tatum wants to play with the pig.
Hey, Peppa Pig is hella hot right now, so, I mean, look at that right there. Boom. Getting the kids.
That's actually pretty brilliant if that's what he was thinking.
I have no idea.
No, yeah, for sure. It's, I guess, a eye candy optical shop, and they have, like, 2 pigs there.
Did they have English accents?
No. The whole thing was just strange. I'm like, what is it? My vision's fine. I don't need to go see a eye doctor. But now I suddenly kind of want to meet the other pig.
That is a strange combo.
It was.
Gig Harbor. Eye doctor / pig farm thing. I mean, I don't.
And I'm like, well, how long are you out here? He goes, until the pig's done eating the grass. I'm like, well, how long is that? She's like, last time it was 2 hours.
Oh, no.
What the hell?
They don't want to get an actual lawnmower.
Wow.
Oh, I thought they did that with goats, but I guess pigs will work.
It was pretty funny, dude.
I mean,
the guy was super nice, and the pig was awesome.
Well, I'm a city folk. I don't know if I get this.
Yeah, I don't get it. This is Gig Harbor. It wasn't like as if we were like in some like random like farmland.
I agree. I always thought I got Gig Harbor, but maybe Gig Harbor's there's a country part of Gig Harbor I don't get. I guess
we were right by like all the restaurants and like the Panera and all that. It wasn't like as if we were anything.
Well, there's a pig and a Panera. That you got everything you need in life. You got a pet pig and a Panera. What else do you want?
Pig and the Panera doesn't sound right.
That's amazing.
It was great.
Wow. Let's get to our contestants today. We've got David in Tacoma. David, are you there?
Yes, sir. And I'm actually in Gig Harbor, so I'm keeping an eye out for Gumdrop.
Look for Gumdrop. It's right by the Panera.
Yeah,
right by the Panera.
Yeah, the Gumdrop really likes those sandwiches.
All right, Steve, get out of here.
Oh, so we're asking the pictures up on my Instagram at I'm Steve Miggs if you want to see Gumdrop the pig.
Or what about the Panera? You got any pictures of that?
I'm sure if you scroll long enough, you'll find something of me in Panera.
All right, thanks.
For those playing at home, David will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. David, you can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Yeah, buddy.
The movie Rounders, starring Ed Norton and Matt Damon, revolved around which game?
Poker, cards.
Yes. Chris Evans played which Avenger on the big screen?
Flash.
No.
Green Lantern.
No.
Pass.
96% of a cucumber is made of what?
Water.
Yes. The first Jackass movie came out in which early 2000s year?
2001, 2002.
2002, yes. Canberra is the capital of which country / continent?
Australia.
Yes. Eros is the Greek god of what emotion?
Anger.
No.
Love.
Yes. In which city was Budweiser first brewed in the U.S.?
Illinois.
No.
Chicago.
No.
What the hell is it? Michigan.
No. A delicacy. What name is given to the salted roe of sturgeon?
Is that caviar?
Yes. What organ filters blood and helps regulate salt and water levels?
Kidney.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Correct.
All right, not too shabby.
All right.
Yeah, you worked through it, got through a lot of those, and even though you didn't know a couple easy ones.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah, that beverage one.
Yeah, that beverage one and the other one. But we'll have to see how Steve does if he's occupied by a pig in his brain.
Pig in his brain.
Doing this one for Gumdrop.
Yeah, do it for Gumdrop. Oh, wow. He just snorted.
It was awesome. Tatum went up to the Gumdrop and just goes, because she watches Peppa Pig all the time. So she already knows the language.
Perfect.
Yeah. And they went on a holiday together. It was crazy.
Aww. Are you ready?
You just snorted.
I know you made me snort. Ah, yes! The movie Rounders, starring Ed Norton and Matt Damon, revolved around which game?
Poker.
Yes. Chris Evans played which Avenger on the big screen?
Oh, Captain America.
Yes. 96% of a cucumber is made of what?
Water.
Yes. The first Jackass movie came out in which early 2000s year?
2001.
No.
2002.
Yes. Canberra is the capital of what country / continent?
Australia.
Yes. Eros is the Greek god of what emotion?
Love.
Yes. In which city was Budweiser first brewed in the U.S.?
Missouri.
No.
Oh, there's St. Louis. St. Louis.
Yes. A delicacy. What name is given to the salted roe of sturgeon?
Caviar.
Yes. What organ filters blood and helps regulate salt and water levels?
Kidney.
Yes. What is the name of Jack Skellington's ghost dog?
Frankenweenie.
No.
Oh. Damn it. Pete.
No.
Spuds.
No. And Danny is disappointed in you.
Yeah.
But you still win 9-7.
Sorry, David.
All right. Nice job, Steve.
Thank you, my friend. Have fun in Gig Harbor.
Yeah. Go find that pig.
Yeah, go
I'm
to the
that
Blue
big.
Agave taco place. That's where we went. We got some
Nice.
lunch, and that's when we ran into Gumdrop.
That's
Oh,
amazing.
okay. It's all it's all part of the plan.
It was part of the pig's plan.
Part of the pig's plan. Oh, there we go. Almost thought you forgot there.
Never.
I was hoping.
Sometimes.
All right, Danny. Educate Steve. What's the name of Jack Skellington's ghost dog?
Zero, of course.
Zero.
I would have never got that. And I've seen the movie, but I totally forgot the dog's name.
No. Well, I mean, that's a little bit of tidbit of information that you can forget for next time, because I'll probably
I
ask that
totally
question
will.
again.
Yeah. I wouldn't even feel bad about forgetting that. It's like,
Wow, look at that.
Well, it's just that, I mean, I'm not as big of a fan as Danny. Don't know if I'll ever see Nightmare, again. But so there are other things I get mad at if I go, oh, I should know that. But I can't keep everything in my brain, Rev.
No, why not?
So, Zero, I'm sorry you're gone.
All right, then fine. Well, congratulations on your win, Steve.
Thank you.
Nice work, Steve.
Thank you.
You know what? People are proud of you. Not me, but some people are.
Somebody out there.
How about there was a rock concert that was stopped mid-song because there was a guy in his 60s crowd surfing.
Nice.
You're going to hear what happened at 7:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. The lead singer of The Killers, Brandon Flowers, recently stopped a Killers show in the UK to make sure an elderly crowd surfer was okay. This dude, I guess this dude was like in his 60s, and here's Brandon talking about the crowd surfer.
We dropped him. Come on. Is he okay? He's 70-year-old crowd. It's okay. It's not. Oh, his head's bleeding a little bit. Let's just take care of him. Billy was trying to crowd surf. He looks like he's about 68 or 69 years old. I said, Billy, what are you doing? You know what he said? He said, I'm enjoying myself.
Nice. What if he was like 35? And he's like, dude.
Yeah.
I'm just a 35-year-old dude. I look a little old for my age.
He's got more white hair than
he
Storm from the X-Men.
He looks like he's. I bet he even asked the guy because there's Brandon Flowers talking to him, and he does totally look like he's in his.
Yeah.
I'd say 70s.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, he looks. You're right. He looks. He looks a little too old for this, but he's not. Yeah, he really looks like an old dude. Yeah, he looks like Wilford Brimley with long hair.
I'd be so jacked if I was in a concert and there's a 69-year-old or a 70-year-old dude that's just surfing the crowd. I'd be like, we got to do everything in our power to keep him up for the entire set.
Yeah.
You don't want to break his hip.
No,
right?
But it looks like he did because with that white hair, man. Oh wow, the blood. It looks like he's bleeding.
That's going to be me. Like,
yeah, it is totally going to be
when I'm
me.
65 at a Blink-182 concert. If they're still around,
They'll be on their wheelchairs. They'll be playing their songs.
or a hologram, hologram of them when they were older, and I'll just be crowd surfing and probably break my head open.
When you're singing "What's My Age Again," it's literally trying to remember what your age is.
Yeah.
They changed the lyrics to, where are my pants again?
Yeah. What's my age again?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know where I put my pants and jacket.
Every song's a lot slower because Travis's arthritis is just killing him, so he can't play the drums that well.
Where's Danny? He's in the ER again from a show.
You got to see this video of the guy on the BJ and Migs page of KISW.com. The second look, he looks like one of the Muppet guys, like one of the Muppet old guys.
Oh, Statler and Waldorf?
That's what I mean. Like, he does. I mean, he looks a lot older than, like, you're in your 60s, man. And, like, he looks he's at least 15 years older than you.
That's the worst show I've ever seen. I mean, I would expect him to say that.
These kids are not hold me up.
Wow, that's good for that dude, man. At that age to be doing something that really is not what that age does.
It's the lukewarm topic of the day.
So the Killers had to stop one of their shows because they wanted to help an older guy that was crowd surfing. So based on this, we want to know, man, what is something that you will always do no matter how old you get? Or what is something that you're doing now that really isn't typical for somebody your age? 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. What's something you're always going to do no matter how old you get? Or something that you're doing right now that is not typical for someone your age? Your calls, your texts after Zeppelin on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Do you you ever wonder about dreams or deja vu, that feeling on a first date?
Yes. The spark is real.
Maybe about where the aliens are, if they exist.
The universe could be infinite. So where is everybody?
My name is Mike Simpson. My podcast is called I've Got Questions. How do some animals change color? What's the best cure for the hiccups? Do you wash your denim?
I usually wait 4 to 6 months.
Kind of feels like a long time. Search for I've Got Questions on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts. New episodes on Thursdays.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. So the Killers stopped one of their shows to help an older guy that was crowd surfing. Based on this, we want to know, what is something that you will always do no matter how old you get? Or what is something that you're doing right now that isn't typical for someone your age? Let's go to John in Gig Harbor. John, you are on the Rock.
BJ, what's up, buddy?
Hey, Johnny, what you got for us?
Well, I'm 60 years old and I still ride dirt bikes.
Oh, that's actually pretty good.
Just your voice alone, I would make that 60. I would have like when she was calling, I was like, if I had to peg your age just from your voice alone, I would have been like 25.
Yep. Right? No, man, it's fun. I've been doing it for almost my whole life. And I still get out there on the weekends and ride sometimes the trail, sometimes the motocross tracks.
Are there moments when you're riding that you're like, you see other people do some kind of a trick or something, and you're just like, you know what, not worth the risk. I'm getting too old for that part.
Once in a while, yeah. You know, you see those guys like on the professional motocrossing. I'm not going to do that. I can't do that anymore, but I can still get out there and do some of the stuff.
That's awesome.
Oh,
man.
wow. And how's the body feel after it? Because that's really the other killer is that the recovery time.
You know what? When I get done riding, I'm so loosened up, I feel great.
Damn.
I believe that.
I went riding.
For you.
Went riding last week and went riding. My back was sore. When I got done riding, my back felt great.
It vibrated on whatever the kinks were in.
Wow.
It just loosened me up.
BJ, you need to start dirt biking, apparently.
Yeah, totally, please, yes.
Yeah. See, he feels fun because he's been doing it for years. His body's been conditioned. I think if he took like 5 years off or even a year off and he go back to it, your body would be so sore.
I rode the ducks, and I was in the back of the duck, and the way that thing bounced up and down, it wrecked my back. I mean, there was no shock absorption. I mean, I slept on just one of those, those camper mats.
Yeah.
I thought, this would be great. I slept on the floor. I brought that, and that wrecked me.
How long did it take you to get up after that?
Oh man, dude, it's just, it's a beating, but then again, I'm not John. I'm not,
you need to ride the ducks every day.
That's what I have to do. I have to be sleeping on the ground
conditioned
every day.
Yep.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. I guess I'm done. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. We want to know, what is something that you will always do no matter how old you get, and what is something that you're doing now that is not typical for someone for your age?
I like this one. This is more leaning into not typical for your age. This person says, I have dinner at 4 p.m. I'm only 40.
Dude, that's some of the best, though.
Oh, yeah.
Like early dinner, like especially if you're going out somewhere, there's not a whole lot of people there. You can actually have a conversation with your wife in the restaurant.
You don't have to worry about reservations. You're right. It's not a zoo in there.
Right. Sometimes you can hit those happy hour specials.
Like my wife and I, we're typically eating dinner around between 5 and 5:30. Anyway, rarely ever later than that. So when we go out to eat, we're getting there early, and we're like, man, it's quiet here. And I'm like, that's because we're here at 5 or 4:45.
Early birders.
Yeah.
That's like the perfect dinner time. Like, we've always been early dinner people. So when anybody says, we're having dinner at 8, I'm like, why?
Dude.
It's nighttime.
Oh, see, that's us. We eat late every night.
I know. We've had some people say, hey, come on over for dinner. We're like, okay, what time do you need us there? Like, anytime after 6 is fine. I'm like, well, when are we eating? I don't know. It's probably like close to 7-ish. I'm like, man, that's like 3 hours or so.
It's very European to eat that late, and Danny's probably looking at all of you like, how old are you people?
Yeah, well, it's more, I used to, when I was a kid, my mom used to cook dinner at like 4:30 because she was a teacher and we'd be in bed by 8, and I hated it. I was always like, why are we eating so early? I get hungry at 8 o'clock at night. So it's like, now instead I have an appetizer around like 5:30.
Oh, very
and
nice.
then I have like my full-on dinner at like 7:38.
See, we're flipped in the sense, like, we're eating at 5-ish, and then we're having snacks, like, our popcorn.
Snacks,
and we're having that around like 7:30, 8 o'clock at night. That's like our little, sit on the couch, watch TV, snacks.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, look at you guys.
Yeah,
you guys are living the dream, all of you.
I would like to say that, yes, we are living the dream.
206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. We want to know, no matter how old you get, what's something you're always going to do, or perhaps it's something you're doing right now that is just not typical for someone your age. I'm interested in Rev because, he's always been, he and Vicky, they're always like, they're a little older than they've always
Old
seemed.
souls.
They're old souls.
Yes.
Old souls, but I try to reclaim my youth by always playing video games.
Oh, that's a good call.
Yeah, it's just one of those things that no matter what, I mean, even it's down to like, looking at my phone and having to pull up my glasses because I can't see up close, which is great. I guess I need bifocals or something at this point in time. I don't even know. But I'm still playing all my video games, damn it.
Dude, you were able to turn that corner. I couldn't. The new consoles just went by me, and I no longer could get it done. But you're in your 40s, and you're still able to do it, which I take my hat off to you because that's when I fell out. I fell out in my 40s.
It might still be just out of pure stubbornness because I'm playing some online shooters, and first off, when I hear some of the kids in the voice chat, I'm like, "How old are you?" And they're like 20. I'm like, "You're a liar. I don't believe you. You sound like you're 16, if that."
Have you had a moment where you're like, okay, I've hit rock bottom. I'm cursing out a 15-year-old.
Yeah. You know he has.
I would like to say no. I would like to say that I am more mature than that, but it's definitely happened.
I had a buddy who posted it somewhere on Facebook. This was a few years ago, and he's like, I had to take a break from playing like online games because he's like, I realized I was cursing out a 13-year-old from India, and I was like, this is not cool. And he's like a dude in his like 30s. He's like yelling at somebody from another country who's like a child.
Yeah.
Some kid called me dog water the other day, and I didn't know what the hell that meant. I had to go look it up.
What does it mean?
It means trash.
Nice.
Yeah. And I had no idea. I had no retort at that point, so I just told him to shut up.
Dog water.
Yeah.
Wow, man, that's look at you. You're learning some new harshness, though. I like that. Now you can call people dog water.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start using that.
That one obvious for me is like starting so late doing the wrestling thing and just having a blast with it. But like I know my window's short, but it was the other day I was at one of the events. I'm talking to this guy, and just a good dude. He's new to wrestling, and we just talk about some stuff. I'm like, yeah, I'm almost done with my little like endeavor of wrestling. And he's like, well, why? He's like, you still got something. I'm like, dude, I'm in my 40s. And he just like, he goes, oh, I thought you were like 29. I'm like, you're my new favorite wrestler. And I go home and I tell my wife that, and she just could not stop laughing. She's like, does he wear glasses? And I'm like, stop.
Very nice. Very, very
And I realized it's like, I'm like, why is this bothering you so much? She's like, well, because I'm in my 30s, and anyone who thinks you're in your late 20s, that pisses me off. I'm like, well, he's also 20. I don't think you realize. Like, I thought you were 29, 30. I'm like, yeah, that's very sweet of you. I don't know if someone told you to be respectful to your elders, but you're doing a great job of it.
But to them, like 35 is ancient.
Very old.
Yeah,
right.
Like, I remember that.
Yeah, to him, he's like, I'm just going to pick an old age.
Yeah. And you're like, sir, thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, Steve, are you one of the oldest people on the independent scene that you see regularly? Are you like, but you're definitely part of the oldie crowd?
Yes. I mean, not like there's older, but it's obviously teetering towards the older range. That's for sure. But a lot of guys like I tend to be in the locker room with are in like their mid 30s. You get a couple dudes that are in their 20s. But for the most part, it's like kind of like that seems to be their age range. A lot of people maybe are starting also at an older age than they ever anticipated. So it's kind of cool. I think people are starting to realize, like, if your body can handle it, do it. I mean, as long as you don't have like this crazy delusional dreams of like you're going to make it, which I don't.
Well, do you think any of those folks do? They must have
There's a wrestler at 70 years old, Action Mike Jackson.
No.
Yes, he's in his 70s.
70.
Now, granted, he's been doing it since like he was in his 20s, but he all of a sudden had this new resurgence because he's like, and he doesn't look young he doesn't look like decrepit or anything, but like he looks like he's 70 and he's out there doing stuff, and he made it even on Impact Wrestling. It's pretty awesome, dude.
Wow. Oh, look at this dude. Yeah, you're right.
And he's walking the ropes. He's diving through the ropes. Like, he's doing stuff that I'm like, I ain't doing that. I don't want to hurt myself.
Wow.
Like, yeah.
He's in good shape. He must be, though. I mean, his head looks old, but the rest of him, I mean, he's in better shape than me.
He's got that good tan, brother.
Yeah, he does have that good super macho man tan.
That Murica singlet rocket, too.
Yes.
Dude, that is amazing.
Look him up. Action Mike Jackson, man. It's the best. It's inspiring.
That is very, very inspiring. Love that guy.
I showed that to my wife. I'm like, she's like, you don't think you're going to go for that long, are you? I'm like, kind of want it now.
Well, you got to get the tan first. Get that tan working, Steve. Action Steve Miggsy.
So he says, I love getting tattoos. I'm 30 now, but when I'm 60, I want to get a tramp stamp that says Foxy Grandma, LOL.
Nice.
Is there an age where? Well, that's another. But see, now I don't know. I don't know if there's a cutoff where it's like that's something you don't do at a certain age. I never thought of tattoos as being age restrictive in any way.
Some people will be judgmental if someone's getting a tattoo in their 50s or something like that. I think that's so silly.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah. I didn't know that.
And so you're like, well, if you've gotten tattoos before, it's okay. But if that's your first time getting a tattoo, and I'm like, what does it matter? Why are we putting rules on the dumbest things?
No, see, is a tattoo gatekeeping?
Oh, dude, anything there's going to be gatekeepers.
I didn't even know there was a thing.
Yeah. Oh, just the best is it has nothing to do with age, but if you find any of those those pain-free lotions that help numb your skin so that way it doesn't hurt as bad getting a tattoo, read the comments on any of those ads. It's pretty fun. There's a lot of gatekeeping going on.
Awesome if you've ever tried them.
I've never have.
They're great.
Because only wieners will do. No, I'm kidding.
Seriously, full on weenie right here,
dude. Same. If I ever get I've gotten to that point where I'm like, next time I'm probably just going to go. And I just always am too lazy to order it.
Oh yeah,
and but by the time the tattoo comes, I'm like, I didn't even think of getting it,
dude. It's insane how those tattoos, how a tattoo feels when you actually do it. You cannot feel a thing.
Mm-hmm.
It is
wow.
weird.
I didn't even know they existed.
Oh, dude, it'll numb your skin for a couple of hours.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, that's part of the reason why I won't get a tattoo. Is I just don't want the pain. There's no way I'm doing it.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, I don't mind being a weenie. I've been a weenie my whole life. I'll take it.
Dude, when people see people trying to be all macho about it, I'm like, that's just so silly. Whatever.
Yeah.
Who cares? However, anyone wants to get you didn't earn that tattoo if you had to. Going through the pain's part of the process. I'm like, oh.
It's shut up.
Exactly.
Reminds me of just the.
All right, go stab yourself in the butt. I mean, what do you want from me?
It reminds me of the drugs in the earplugs too, man. It's just come on, yeah, sure.
The other, the tattoo, the gatekeepers that I hate is I started getting my tattoos in non-visible spots. So my legs, my back, I have a lot of spots covered. And when I finally got my first small arm tattoo, somebody said, "Oh, you finally got a real tattoo." I have most of my body covered.
Yeah.
How is this my first real tattoo?
I've had someone be like, "When are you gonna get a tattoo on your neck?" I'm like, "Well, I don't want one on my neck. At least not right now. Maybe one day I will, but at this very moment, I don't want one on my neck."
Oh,
so
now they're telling you
tattoo on your face.
You're not a real tattooed guy, Steve, until your head's tattooed.
You can cover your tattoos.
I had no idea.
I could wear a turtleneck if I really want. If I had one on my neck too,
Okay, so that's it. It's if you have a tattoo that can't be covered, you're legit.
Some people view that's the true level of badassery.
Oh boy.
Like I said, there's a gatekeeper for anything, PJ.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're absolutely right. And as a gatekeeper myself, game recognizes game. So there you go.
Oh, someone said my mom got her first tattoo at 72. How cool is that?
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Isn't that nuts? What if I did turn the corner and that's something I wanted to do? I can't imagine me doing it, but what the heck?
So I said, damn, I wish I knew about that numbing lotion when I did my chest piece.
Oh my God.
I knew about it, and I still didn't do it, and I regretted it. As the tattoo was going on, I'm like, I should have just put the damn numbing. I should have got some.
The funny thing is with the numbing cream, it's one of those you do it and you said it wears off after a couple hours. So if your tattoo artist is all late, it's one of those as he's tattooing you, starts slowly feeling the pain again as it's creeping, wearing off.
Can you renumb it?
No. Because
you
need to reapply and then at least cover it with saran wrap for another hour and a half before.
Oh, you have to
go get lunch.
Yeah.
Whoa. That's what you got to do with the numbing lotion. You got to put it on, then put saran wrap on and leave it there for a while.
It helps get it all into all the layers of your skin.
Damn.
And if you miss a single spot, you're like, I don't feel anything. And then there's the pain.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. So you have to make sure you do cover up the area really well.
Cover the whole thing.
Which might be even worse because you're kind of relaxed and you're not expecting. Because sometimes the tattoos don't hurt at first because you're so tense. Mm-hmm. And you're and then when you slowly start relaxing, then you start feeling actually the pain of it because you've anticipated such pain and horror.
Yeah.
But if you're going into it numb, you're like, I'm great. No, I'm not.
No, I'm not. That hurt.
Yeah, you're not really making it sound like something I want to do. Thank you, people.
Yeah, right.
Thank you very much.
Just put the numbing stuff all over your body, BJ. Buy 4 bottles and just
I think I'll just do that anyway.
Right.
And then just sit in bed. I don't have to do anything at all.
Right. Nothing will hurt.
Yeah.
You go crowd surfing like that 60-year-old guy.
Oh, that's it.
Ooh,
yeah, I'll go dirt biking.
Woo! Little life hack there.
I don't know if you guys heard about this. Spider-Man. Poor Spider-Man slammed into a wall as a Spider-Man stunt went wrong at Disney's California Adventure. We got the audio. You're going to hear it at 8:17 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. Here's another listener question. How do I rebuild my credit after filing bankruptcy?
You rebuild it, one creditor at a time by making your payments on time on your rent or your mortgage, by continuing to make car payments on a car that you keep during your case. You can also, as I said, you can almost always get a credit card almost immediately after filing bankruptcy. Sometimes it's a secured card, and it'll almost always have a really high interest rate on it. But you could get a small balance credit card and charge a tank of gas or a dinner once a month on that, and make the payment, pay it off every month, and that'll help you build a credit history one creditor at a time, and will help you rebuild your credit over time.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at ChooseTheRightChapter.com. That's ChooseTheRightChapter.com. Thanks for listening.
Do you ever wonder about dreams or deja vu, that feeling on a first date?
Yes. The spark is real.
Maybe about where the aliens are, if they exist.
The universe could be infinite. So where is everybody?
My name is Mike Simpson. My podcast is called I've Got Questions. How do some animals change color? What's the best cure for the hiccups? Do you wash your denim?
I usually wait 4 to 6 months.
Kind of feels like a long time. Search for I've Got Questions on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts. New episodes on Thursdays. Do you ever wonder about dreams or deja vu, that feeling on a first date?
Yes. The spark is real.
Maybe about where the aliens are, if they exist.
The universe could be infinite. So where is everybody?
My name is Mike Simpson. My podcast is called I've Got Questions. How do some animals change color? What's the best cure for the hiccups? Do you wash your denim?
I usually wait 4 to 6 months.
Kind of feels like a long time. Search for I've Got Questions on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts. New episodes on Thursdays.
Wendy's Pretzel Bacon Pub Cheeseburger is back. A flavor spectacle of pretzel proportion. Featuring applewood smoked bacon and hot and juicy beef. It puts beer cheese on top of Munster cheese and a pretzel bun on top of all that. Simply put, Wendy's Pretzel Pub puts the EAT in greatness. Try one today and see for yourself. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's Pretzel Bacon Pub Cheeseburger.
For a limited time only at participating Wendy's.